How often do you ponder the convenience of non-stick cookware, grease-resistant food packaging, or waterproof clothing? And have you ever considered the hidden cost behind them? A cost not measured in dollars and cents, but in the health and well-being of ourselves and our environment. The culprit? A class of man-made chemicals known as PFAS, or per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances. PFAS are the unseen heroes of modern convenience. They resist water, stains, and grease, making our lives a little easier. Yet beneath the surface, these chemicals are toxic, even at incredibly low levels. They pose health risks that are anything but convenient. PFAS have earned the ominous nickname "forever chemicals" due to their resistance to breakdown. They are virtually indestructible, infiltrating our homes, offices, and supermarkets. Erik D. Olson, NRDC's Senior Strategic Director of Health and Food, highlights 3 key concerns about PFAS: their persistence, their mobility in the environment, and the severe health effects they can cause, even at low levels of exposure. The unsettling truth is that manufacturers are under no obligation to disclose their use of PFAS. Furthermore, the Environmental Protection Agency lacks regulation or testing for most PFAS. This leaves consumers in the dark and exposed to potential harm. PFAS have been linked to a host of health risks. These include cancer, hormone disruption, liver and thyroid problems, interference with vaccines, reproductive harm, and abnormal fetal development. Even more alarming is the fact that PFAS have been detected in breast milk, cord blood, and the bloodstreams of 98% of participants in a survey conducted by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. This indicates that PFAS pose an even higher risk to children. The clothing industry is a significant contributor to the prevalence of PFAS. The production process causes pollution, while the end product poses direct exposure risks. Some brands are phasing out PFAS, but industry-wide change is slow. It's up to us, the consumers, to protect ourselves by checking brands' websites or using resources like NRDC's PFAS scorecard. Water systems in all 50 states are contaminated with PFAS, putting over 200 million Americans at risk. EPA proposals for 6 PFAS limits fall short, leaving thousands more untested. To take action, request PFAS testing from your water provider, advocate for broader monitoring, and use suitable home water filters. PFAS have also infiltrated our food system. They find their way into our meals through packaging and contamination during growth. While the FDA has banned 3 types of PFAS in food packaging, hundreds are still in use. Avoiding PFAS in your diet means choosing alternative cookware and steering clear of grease-resistant packaging. Everyday home goods, from mattresses to umbrellas, cosmetics to dental floss, may contain PFAS. The lack of disclosure puts families, especially children, at risk. To minimize exposure, avoid items labeled as water or stain repellent and check manufacturer's information. The emergence of newer generation PFAS, like Gen X and PFBS, with similar health risks, underscores the urgent need for broader regulation. While some victories have been won, comprehensive action is crucial. The Biden administration has taken initial steps, but more is needed to tackle the PFAS crisis effectively. It's time to clean up, phase out, and ultimately ban these toxic forever chemicals. It's time to advocate for a healthier future, free from the hidden cost of PFAS. Because convenience should never come at the expense of our health and the health of our planet.